the biggest user of DeFi and crypto payments will be AI agents, and their scale is infinite.
Yeah. We've talked about crypto payments, right? But I'm just setting up some agents now. And a lot of the time you'll start to hit walls for API calls and all of this stuff, and there'll be a payment. And it'd be 10 cents, whatever the number is, right? You've got tons of these micropayments to make, and then larger economic transactions because they can do other stuff. Fine. We kind of all understand that bit. The DeFi bit's really interesting. DeFi is actually much better suited for machines than us. You don't even need a front end. I was speaking to one of the guys at an event last night. I'm like, why even bother with even a website or a front end or anything? Just attach, allow the agents to come, do their job, leave in the fastest possible, least friction, because that's what wins this game.
Yeah.
And so what will agents do? Well, we're talking about a multi-chain world. They're going to end up with even stablecoins on 3 different currencies or 4 different currencies. And they're going to want to rebalance. If they want to put it into, let's say they've got different transactions, they've got different currencies, they will have treasuries. Of course they will. And how will they swap? DeFi. And they'll do it instantaneously without any human involved, and we won't even see it. We won't even see the transaction. And so they're going to be the largest users there.
How can someone bet on that?
Buy the layer 1. It's not that complicated. Now, I know layer 1s may not be the raciest bet. You might not make the most money. And fine, you can go to the casino if you think you're a good VC investor and find which are the protocols that are undervalued versus, are they getting adoption effects? All of that still applies. You can still do that work. It's just hard. I can't do it.
And even the good ones can get hacked, as we've seen.
Yeah.
Or have indirect.
That's still hard. That's going to be difficult. It's very difficult for them to destroy a layer 1. It's very easy to destroy an applications layer.
So for you, DeFi is not dead. Because we've heard now, I had some people who are actually pretty big telling me, man, this DeFi thing is dead. After what happened in the last 2 months, all these mega hacks.
Yeah.
How can a bank come and say, or a financial infrastructure come and say, I'm going to use my client's money on this DeFi stuff that can get hacked $300 million.
So doesn't it just force people to build better products? I mean, that's the answer, right? We're not building good enough products. Now, don't forget, why have we all got Norton antivirus or whatever on our bloody computers? Because they get hacked. This is not just this. It's everywhere. Every single bank has a group internally that has to deal with hacks. They have a reporting number of X percentage is stolen from the bank. But they don't make a big deal of it because they don't want to disturb people. But it happens at every level in everything we do.
You said before, all financial rails will move to blockchain rails.
So this was a prediction. I went back, searched in GMI. I made in 2014. I said, that's before smart contracts. I said, this is the infrastructure rail for the entire financial industry, blockchain. And I've been saying that ever since. And I said, you can front run the institutions. And now they're all announcing it. Why? Because it's a more efficient way of output of energy.
And you can still front run them.
And you can still front run them. But it's the most single efficient way for the financial system to operate. The financial system will always move to the most efficient rails. Why? Because you make more money. It always works that way.
Your money should work while you spend it. With KAST, spend stablecoins across 170 plus countries and earn up to 3% instant USD cashback. No banks, no friction, just money that keeps moving. KAST, keep it stable. Check the link in the description to learn more.